Most teams may get the top pick as NBA reporter. Marc Spears joins us now. And listen, I know you've talked to a number of players that are going to be in the draft. You've talked to executives that are going to have the chance to take them. How are these players, this class, being viewed by front offices?
They're viewing it as potentially generational. You know, typically we get so excited about the #1 pick in the draft, and right now there's reason to be. A.J. Debanta from BYU is expected to be that guy, and he's expected to be special. But it's special at 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe all the way through the lottery. It's expected to be special, and that's not something that's normal. So if you're a team right now, I mean, you want the #1 pick, right? You want the number 2 or 3 pick. But if for some reason you drop and say like the Sacramento Kings, I think they could go from 5 all the way down to 9. While they would hate being at 9, I talked to their general manager, Scott Perry. He's like, hey, there's value there too. So, I mean, we could go down and look at, you saw Acuff right there, Keaton, you know, Flemings, Brown Jr., I could go on and on, Ament, Furries, like all the way down to the lottery, end of the lottery, there's value there. So this is, I think, going to be one of those drafts where even like 5 or 6 years from now, they're going to say, how did that guy fall that far?
I know, exactly. So many good choices. We'll see what happens on Sunday. Let's get to the guys who are currently playing in the league and the playoffs. We have the Spurs and the Wolves. That series is tied at 1. We saw Anthony Edwards with limited minutes in game 2, but again, it was a blowout. He didn't play when that game was out of reach in the 4th. I know you've spoken to folks close to him. What have they told you about Ant-Man going into game 3? I see that like chuckle. All right.
No, I talked to Ant-Man's right-hand guy, Justin Holland. I'm like, man, I'm missing the Superman. I'm missing Popeye. I feel like he's without his cape. He's without his spinach. Justin said, hey, man, Ant-Man got his spinach back, so expect him to be more Popeye tonight. He said he's been in hyperbaric chambers. He's been in stay-readies. He's been doing a lot of pool work. 2-a-days, being very, very professional. I think this injury is such that if it wasn't the playoffs, he'd be out for a while, I'm told. But Justin expects him to be back to close to his special self tonight. We have not seen that since he got hurt. Another person close to Ant-Man said was a little bit more cautious and expected him to be at more 70%. But as he told me, he said 70% is still a 30-point player in this league.
Of Ant-Man for sure. And you need every one of those points against the Spurs. All right. Listen, before I let you go, I want to get to what happened last night in Oklahoma City.
Hit on the head more than any player I've seen on drives, and it rarely gets called.
JJ said that of all superstars, that you have the worst whistle that he's ever seen. Why do you think that is?
I don't know.
Love LeBron's answer there. Mark, just give us a sense of the gamesmanship that's going on here, what the Lakers are trying to accomplish, specifically, I mean, JJ Redick with those comments.
Well, JJ's a vet, man. He's trying to set up the next whistle. It's going to be a different crew next game, so it ain't going to be that crew. In terms of Austin, but, you know, the thing with LeBron, the referees, it also clouded. Probably the only positive thing in that game was that Austin Reeves had a great game, a breakthrough game. He made 10 shots. He got to the free throw line. He had 6 assists. The only thing he didn't do well was turn the ball over. He had 5 of their 19 turnovers. And that led to like 26 points for the Thunder. The Lakers bench has been abominable. I don't even know if that's a correct word, but maybe I made it up. But, you know, Austin Reeves is a bright light for the struggling Lakers.
I mean, listen, SGA is the guy who gets whistled for a tech, and when he's not out for 11 minutes, they blow out the Lakers. So abominable is a word.
Bench got to show up. It is.
The abominable snowman. Remember?
Touche. My public education is working.
You're the best. Talk to you soon.
Take care.
Yeah, Molly, I was just hearing that Aaron Rodgers update on his status with the Steelers and thought, this is what I've been doing with Joel Embiid now for several years, is will he or won't he be playing? And that is the situation we are in again for Game 3 tonight here in Philadelphia against the New York Knicks. Now, Embiid is questionable, as you see there on the screen. Missed game 2 with both ankle and hip issues. He got banged up a little bit in that Game 7 win over the Boston Celtics. Did not play in that Game 2 loss where Philadelphia couldn't score down the stretch on Wednesday. He was around at shoot-around this morning, I was told, for Philadelphia. His status remains questionable for tonight's game. Obviously, the Sixers down 0-2 in the series. And as Vinny's about to talk about with the potential unknown situation involving OG Anunoby, a huge opportunity for the Sixers to get back in this thing with a win tonight and another one on Mother's Day on Sunday afternoon. But that begins with Joel Embiid being on the court, and we are still waiting to find out if that will happen when tip-off happens tonight at 7 o'clock here in Philly.
Yeah, and remember, Embiid urged 76ers fans not to sell their tickets to Knicks fans, and in an attempt to keep that home court advantage, Philly donating 500 tickets to local community groups, so we'll see if that works tonight. Now, Vinny, the Knicks up in this series, but they have some injury questions going into tonight, as well as OG Anunoby has been instrumental in that series lead, but he's questionable for tonight's game with a hamstring strain. Anunoby has averaged 22 points on 65% shooting over the Knicks' 5-game win streak. He's the first player to average at least 20 points and shoot at least 65% during a 5-game postseason win streak since big game James Worthy. So, Vinny, we have to ask you, what is the latest on OG Anunoby as we get ready for Game 3?
My bad on that, Molly, but he is questionable, which means 50-50. But if you think about it, with a game here tonight and then a quick turnaround Sunday afternoon, it doesn't seem smart for the Knicks to risk it with OG Anunoby tonight. When you look around 2 years ago at this same exact juncture, 2024 Eastern Conference semifinals, he had a left hamstring strain that cost him the rest of the series. He tried to play in Game 7, went about 5 minutes before getting pulled. The Knicks lost that game at home. The Knicks probably do not want to take that chance tonight, especially with the way that he's been playing, averaging 21 and 7 boards, shooting over 60% from the field, over 50 from 3. And the Knicks can play Deuce McBride. They can still get some defense from him at that matchup. The Knicks, I tend to believe, or most people tend to believe, the Knicks are going to play it cautious with OG Anunoby tonight.
Yeah, they need that hamstring to have some time to heal, as Anunoby has been crucial to the Knicks' success. He's played in 75 games total this year. Meanwhile, Joel Embiid only played in 43 games total for the 76ers. Tim, Vinny, thank you so much for the insight.
The Minnesota Timberwolves are back home looking to take a 2-1 series lead over the Spurs. The Wolves have won 6 of their last 7 playoff games at Target Center. All of those wins came by double digits. Only the Thunder have a better home playoff record in the Western Conference since last postseason. And for the very latest, we go to the guys who are covering the game, NBA reporters Michael C. Wright and Anthony Slater. Slater, let me start with you. Anthony Edwards played only 24 minutes in the Game 2 loss. What's his status going into tonight?
Yeah, I wouldn't view those 24 minutes as his restriction. The other night, he played 24 through 3 quarters, and they were down 40. So, he sat with the rest of the starters. He was trending towards 30-ish, probably 30-plus minutes. Saw him after a shoot-around today. He looked pretty good. He was going through his normal routine. So I'd expect him to be able to get into the 30s, and that would probably mean a return to the starting lineup. I know the main topic around the Wolves over the last, 48 hours has been working on the double teams with Edwards, because the Spurs sent a ton of double teams at him. They went 0 of 8 and had 5 turnovers, or 0 of 5 and had 8 turnovers, I should say. So they were horrible against them. So everything is built around Edwards tonight. And then I would say quickly, Ayo Dosunmu, the reserve guard, tried to play last game and left with a heel injury. Calf injury, heel injury. He's questionable, a true questionable. I did see him at shoot-around, and then after the video that you saw of him at shoot-around, he did go through like a scrimmage with some of the low-minute guys. So he sounds like he's trying to play, but a true questionable.
I mean, you need all hands on deck with those jump shooters against the Spurs. Like, that is the only way to beat these guys. They bounced back, obviously, in a huge way. Just destroyed the Wolves in Game 2. I know you were just at shoot-around, Michael. What are they saying about their approach to Game 3 as the series shifts?
Well, there was a very lively shoot-around today. But look, if there's any way that you can nitpick a 38-point blowout performance, the San Antonio Spurs figured out how to do it, okay? So right before they flew out here to Minneapolis, they had a film session where they really focused in on what happened in the third quarter of that game too. Okay, Minnesota came out, 9-0 run, and they almost had a little chance to get back into the game. So the coaching staff kind of stressed to them that, hey, these little runs like this, when you're talking about a closely contested series with good teams, those are the runs that are devastating. Devin Vassell today, he talked about how the San Antonio Spurs have played really well here in Minnesota. But the problem is they haven't played well for 4 whole quarters. The Spurs have gotten out to leads, and every time, somehow in the fourth quarter, the Minnesota Timberwolves find a way to come back. The San Antonio Spurs have not won here